Retirement versus work expectations. Stay to the end and I'll tell you what I think about the retirement part and how it affects you, myself, and everyone else. A lot of people, they forget about these things when they're going to retire. They think it's going to be a great, easy life. We're retired now. La la la, no more work, no more nothing. We can just kick back and relax, drink our martinis, beers, or coffee, or whatever you might drink. But the sad truth, it's not like that. Life's not like that. And the reason why, it's quite simple. Our body changes. If we get older and we retire, I don't know, 62 plus, then you start getting 63, 64, 5, 6, up to 70, 73, 5. Our body changes. There's no doubt about it. You used to be able to walk and bump up against a sharp object and nothing would happen. You get a scratch. Now, it cuts you. Your skin's thinner. Everything changes. Now you get a little cut. If you're not careful, it could be infected. When you were younger, that would never happen. You know those carpet things you put down with the nails on it to hold the carpet in place? I used to be, when I was younger, in my 30s, I could rub my back against it and scratch. Never open a wound. Now, if I did that, I'd cut and open a wound and possibly be infected. So now comes the point we start making excuses for all this stuff, right? I scratched my arm, I scratched my back, I scratched my leg, I gotta be careful, I gotta put medicine, a Band-Aid or whatever, I don't want it to get infected. So now you're exercising. What happens next? Well, I'm gonna wait until this wound heals and I'll start exercising back again. I'll stay in the program. How many times are you gonna make excuses to not exercise? Or how many times are you gonna make excuses to not continue your routines, your daily routines, because you got a scratch or a cut? We need to be more careful so we don't get the scratches and cuts. People never talk about that stuff, but it happens. We get older, our skin gets thinner, and we get wounds all the time. Those scratches, we have to clean them and put medicine or whatever, but we still have to live our lives. If not, we're going to get big fat belly, get lazy, and not do anything. I'm guilty for this as well. I used to exercise 4 or 5 days a week all the time. Now I scrape my leg, it's open wound, I gotta put beta, whatever they call that stuff, that red stuff on it, clean it, put some kind of anti-infection cream on it, and I'll have to wait 2 or 3 days before I can exercise again while it heals. Well, if we keep on doing that, before long those exercise 2-3 day breaks becomes 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Our belly continues to get bigger and bigger, right? But what's going on with us? We're not getting anywhere. We're getting fatter, lazier. We need to be more careful with ourselves so we don't get those open wounds and scratches. And we need to stick to a program where we're going to exercise regularly, eat better, which I'm guilty. I always eat junk food, Pepsi's, Coke. We need to stop the Pepsi's and Coke and junk food. Eat healthier. But don't put our exercise in the back burner like I'm doing. I'm always, I get a scrape here, a cut here. I got to be careful. I don't want it to get infected, so I don't exercise the next day. That's crazy. And a lot of people are doing that, me included. What we got to think about is we got to go stop getting the cuts and scrapes, be more careful, and continue our routine. Now that we're retired, that doesn't mean we have to stop everything and be lazy and just lay on the couch or whatever. We still have routines we have to do, exercise we have to do. What happens if you don't exercise? You become weak. Your body just breaks down. You need to, in order to be healthy, you need to be active. The old saying goes, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's true. If you stop functioning, stop walking around, you're going to get sick. You're not going to get better. You need to stay active the best you can. Whatever you can do to stay active, do it. Try not to make excuses for yourself. Be more careful so you don't get the cuts and bruises. And just realize that you're not a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old anymore. And just, keep that in consideration, but live your life to the fullest. Okay? Just, food for thought, because I'm guilty of these things too. And I need to stop coming up with these excuses and cuts and scrapes and canceling my workouts and stuff. I'm hoping this is going to help somebody. This was what happens to me. I don't know about you, but I'm imagining you guys and girls probably fall under the same category as I do, don't you? Well, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about this. And all I can tell you all is right now, it's Monday morning, or almost lunchtime in the Philippines, and I'm going to go ahead and put this video out on YouTube. I'll probably put a little part 1 so you guys come over here and check it out on the long video. It's not going to be a long video. This one's only going to be about 6 minutes. You all take care and have a great day.